Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Pokemon Let's Go Clefairy. Last time we explored all there is to explore about the city. We went through Diglett's tunnel. We got ourselves a move that will lighten up any room just by sensing our surroundings. And this time I was supposed to start in Cerulean City. However, last time we forgot to talk to this lady. Well, like we talked to this lady, but we didn't have her requirements. So in between games, I went all the way up to Route 23 and 24. I caught a couple of Meowths. And if you have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, she'll have you catch a couple of Growlithe instead. And by couple, I mean 5. And once you catch 5 of those Pokemon, she will give you an award Pokemon, and it's the evolved version of the other Pokemon. So in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, you would get a Persian. And in this game, you get an Arcanine, which both of them are a ride Pokemon. It's a pretty cool way to obtain them. Sadly, they are still version exclusives. You cannot breed this Pokemon to get a baby version. However, you do get them added to your Pokédex. A legendary Pokemon in the East! Okay, they have confirmed. This is confirmation that Arcanine is indeed a legendary Pokemon, even though it just evolves from a Growlithe. Many Pokemon are charmed by the grace and beauty of its running, and that is because it is a ride Pokemon. When the adorable puppy Pokemon Growlithe evolves, it looks like this. Aw, it's as adorable as ever. Arcanine is the best. Huh? Why did I make you catch Scratch Cat Pokemon and then give you a puppy Pokemon? Because I wanted to see if your preference would stay the same. Even after seeing so many Meowth. Teehee. You're funny, lady. I like you. Okay, so let's show off Growlithe, which is the second ride Pokemon we can get in this game. So I will take them out of their Pokeball. Also, Billy leveled up. I do want to point this out. I ended up leveling up Billy since we were catching so many Meowth. And she learned the new move Moonblast, which is a fairy type, and it's a special move. It does 95 damage, and it also lowers the target's special attack stat. So this is Billy's like a god at this point, goddess, whatever. Alright, here's Arcanine, a ride Pokemon, and now we can go a lot faster. There's some Abra that we're not gonna bother catching, and we still have to take this this connecting route. It did Arcanine. Will it show up? Arcanine? Nope. I guess Arcanine doesn't spawn in the underground area. What's funny is I remember, I think it was in the ads for this game, you could actually have like your companion Pokemon running along you, but I guess you cannot have a ride Pokemon with you. That's bizarre. I didn't realize that. I just thought Onix didn't pop in there because Onix was too huge, but no. It's just a matter of we don't want this Pokemon spawning in that area. Well, that's really cool. Alright, we're back to Cerulean City, but we don't actually have to go into the city because we're going to the east of the city. We're gonna chop off this area. And now we are in the famous... Not really. This is really not a famous route at all. Route 9. There are a couple Pokemon up there. You can see a Pharaoh. You can also see a Nidorino. Both of them, Pharaoh has a 10% chance of appearing and Nidorino has a 5%. This area doesn't really have any new Pokemon per se, it's just Pokemon we've seen before and Pokemon who evolve from those guys. So, newish stuff, but not newish enough for me to go and like show everything off. If something does show up that we can have like a nice and easy catch on, we'll do it, but otherwise won't bother. Let's show off Moonblast, which at this point any enemy that pops up is a joke because we have so much coverage. It's ridiculous. I think I might end up having to switch into some other Pokemon because... Okay, as I say that, I get trumped by this Gloom. Ooh, funny thing, Moonblast won't do much because Gloom is a poison type and fairy types are not strong against poison. Also, electric types are not strong against grass. And ground is just a neutral. Wow, okay Vasco, way to fail completely. Why not show off someone else? Why not show off Mr. Mime? Mr. Mime knows confusion. Oh yes. Oh yes, let's show off Mr. Mime. Who is actually a Mrs. Mime, but I never understood that. They made some Pokemon gender exclusive, like Kangaskhan can only be female now. However, Mr. Mime isn't gender locked. And it doesn't have a Mr. Mime version, I mean a Mrs. Mime version. They're both Mr. Mimes, even if it's It doesn't make sense. The reason why I'm excited about having Psychic attacks is because Psychic is super strong against Poison. Except Mr. Mime is also a Fairy type now. They used to be just a pure Psychic, but now they're a Psychic Fairy. Meaning we don't have that super strong advantage against Poison types anymore. Which are like the bane of my existence right now. That won't be for too long. 420! Woo! And one thing you to know is that once you jump down this ledge, there is no coming back. There is an item here that we will claim. Because why not? Come on, item. Super Potion! 60 HP. Don't mind if I do, but that means we now have to fight this guy. Was it worth it? I guess so. He seems bored. Let's give him a good fight. He might enjoy a nice fight, right? I don't know. Would he? Hiker Jeremy? He only got one Pokemon. He's got an Onix. Okay, so Onix has a very, very high physical defense. But Onix does not have a very, very high special defense. So let's see what happens when you use a Moonblast on this thing. I'm just curious. Yeah. Okay, that was a crit hit. In our defense, that was a crit hit. So, pushing it, but not too far. Alright, Billy's getting close to level 30. However, since we do have 3 badges, she's gonna listen all the way until level 40. Cannot talk. Mr. Mime's leveling up as well. Also learned Psy Wave, which is weaker than Confusion, but... Alright, I'm just gonna take out Double Slap. Double Slap is a physical move, low accuracy, and Mr. Mime is not a physical attacker at all. No point in having them know that move, even though just stacking Psychic types isn't that well, but whatever. Thank you, Hiker Dude. I appreciate your money and Pokeball donation. Alright. Jeez, this is such a huge area. I don't know where to explore first. I think this is like the I've given up area. Yeah, this is the I've given up. Similar to how the other routes are. Okay, this frustrates me. Let's read the sign. Route 9. I don't recall if there was an item up here. There's a Nidoran. There's a Bug Catcher. I don't want to pick a fight with this guy. See, there's Raticates. There's just evolved version of Pokemon. Let's catch this Raticate. Oh, there's an item right there. That I almost missed. I have not caught a Raticate yet, so why not? Unless it plays hard to get, in which case I'm not gonna bother. Raticate has a 10% chance of appearing, just like Pharaoh. Oh, come on. Come on, be nice. Let's give you a berry. Maybe you'll like berries. Something I found is that when you give these Pokemon berries, they'll tend to run away right after. Oops. Come on. I love throwing with the Pokeball so much more than the Joy-Con. I will say that. Even though the Pokeball has a connection issue and it's like $50, jeez. It is so much nicer to do the throwing motion with the Pokeball than it is with the Joy-Con. Raticate. Its hind feet are webbed. They act as flippers, so it can swim in rivers and hunt for prey. Good to know, but what do you eat, Raticate? I don't think I want to find out. I don't know, let's claim our item and move on. Ether, you can also find the evolved version of Nidoran in Nidoran male and female. Oh, there's one. There's Nidorina. I guess we'll show her off since she's popping up. Anyways, now these guys evolve one more time. But, that was mean. But, they require a Moonstone. However, later on in the game, there is a spot where they will spawn. And there's like a 1% chance of getting their fully evolved version. So if you do want to complete the Pokédex, I suggest waiting, like don't use your Moonstones. The reason I say don't use your Moonstones is, one, it's the only way Jigglypuff can evolve, and Jigglypuff's evolution does not show up in the wild anywhere. At least not to my knowledge. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that Wigglytuff is not discoverable in the wild. When resting deep in its burrow, its barbs will always retract. This is proof that it is relaxed. Good to know. But the other reason why you want to keep your Moonstones is there's not that many, and when you do get the chance to, you might want to use them to get a very powerful final evolution as opposed to just like a weak random one. Even if you're like chaining, you have a chance of getting high IVs, you might want to wait and get a stronger version of the Pokemon. before evolving it. Even though it's nice to have one story-wise, I would wait and get one that you can use like for competitive battles and stuff. It works so much better. And a lot of these Pokemon are pretty tough, like Clefairy is nice. You might wanna, like Clefairy is hard to chain, so you might wanna wait and get a nice Clefairy that you can evolve. Like Billy took a while. I had to spend like 2 hours chaining for Billy. Not that much, but I wasted all the money I had. A Pokemon that dates back many years. If it senses danger, it flies high and away instantly. Not very fearsome of them, but okie dokie. I'm just hoping this guy doesn't pick a fight with us. Alright, let's see if... No, it's just Raticate. Nidorino. Will Nidorino spawn? Probably not. Alright, let's not bother. We saw Nidorina. Close enough. Close enough, I say. Alright, a bunch of trainers that you can skip, but if you want to collect all the items, you're gonna have to pick fights with them. I'm taking the Rock Tunnel to go to Lavender Town. Good to know, that's what we'll be doing as well. And he's a camper, he's got 2 Pokemon. As you can notice, they're starting to get more Pokemon on their teams. It's supposed to induce a bit more of a challenge, but it's also a good way to level up your team, or in my case, to just show off how powerful Billy is. Let's use a Moonblast. Let's see how a Moonblast does during the day. Which honestly, sometimes the moon is out during the day and it's weird. It's weird to think about that you can see the moon during the day. It's not like a night exclusive thing. Alright, they're gonna send out Raticate. I wanna show off some of these other guys. I don't wanna just spam Billy the entire time. But as you saw, Mr. Mime ain't that strong. Now one thing that I keep forgetting is that these Raticate are all Kanto version, because the latest game I played, Pokemon game-wise, apart from the randomizer Nuzlocke, was I just recently finished Ultra Sun, and I'm just used to the Alolan versions where they're Dark types. So trying to use a Psychic type move on it isn't gonna work because Dark types aren't affected by Psychic type moves. By the way, this also means that if you want an easy way to beat one of the Psychic Gym Leader, you might want to get yourself like an Alolan Rattata and just evolve it, and that's gonna be like really powerful. Now the move it previously used is not that that move is super effective, it's just that that move will cut a Pokemon's HP in half. It's a pretty cool way. So Raticate is a good Pokemon to have in general. It's the Super Fang, I believe that it's a, yeah, Super Fang. It'll just cut my HP in half, regardless of how much I have. It's a good way to like get rid of Pokemon that are very tough. You can also like induce, like either burn them or poison them. Those help a lot as well. And that might come in handy when you're fighting some of the other Pokemon we'll see later. I mentioned Snorlax earlier last game. We saw Snorlax. Snorlax, you will have to fight it first. You will have to defeat it, and then you get a chance to capture it. So you might want to have like a good team ready to fight that Snorlax, otherwise you ain't gonna have a good time. Alright, I think I'm done showing off Arcanine just because this whole animation thing is buggy. Now this is still Route 9, so you can still get some other Pokemon spawn. Yeah, let's... Thank you, Arcanine. It's been nice. How about we show off someone else? We haven't had Joy walk around. So let's take Joy out of the Pokeball. This is still Route 9, so same spawn, you can get the same Pokemon. Turn away, kid. He's just gonna do that nice little rotation. I love those trainers because it makes them extra skippable. He's gonna go down and then left, and we're not gonna bother fighting him. Ratata, ratatata. Oh, what? 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 Psych. Come on, lady, turn away. No. No, you can just jump down from here, but I don't recall there being an item. And this is the next route. This is Route 10, which has the exact same Pokemon as before. By the way, Chansey is basically the special spawn in every area. Unless I say so otherwise, it's Chansey. Chansey's you can find almost on any route at this point in the game. However, there is one more Pokemon that will appear here that does not appear in the previous route. And that Pokemon is Krabby. It's a water type. It's the little crab Pokemon we saw a while ago. The fisherman by Bill's house had it. It does have a 10% chance of spawning in, which is a pretty good spawn rate. Also, if you take this water route while we wait for these guys to despawn, If you decide to take this water out later on, when you can go underwater, this will take you to, I think it's called the power plant. That's where you can catch one of the legendary birds. Oh, there's a Nidorino. Except the Spearow's gonna pick a fight with us first. Not what we wanted. Sorry, Spearow. It's not you, it's me. I already have you in my Pokédex. I guess that means it's you. I might as well add this guy. I wonder whatever happened to that Nidorino that fused with Bill. How did that feel? How would you feel if you're Pokemon and you get possessed by a human? You know, it's like weird from the human point. It's like, oh shoot, I'm in the body of a Pokemon. But like, how does a Pokemon feel? Like, geez, Bill, way to be nice to your Nidorino. It looks like it just ran away. It wasn't in his house anymore afterwards. Alright, and there goes the capture of the Nidorino. Ta-ta-da! Ra-ta-ta! Joy's gonna level up. Perfect. As you can see, Billy's really pulling ahead in the levels. That's because Billy is not captured by me originally. Pokemon you get from other trainers level up faster. Its horn contains venom. If it stabs an enemy with the horn, the impact makes the poison leak out. Okay. That's scary and I don't want to think about that. There's more Nidorinos. Ra-ta-ta. Krabby. Is he gonna make me use a lure? Is the game we're gonna have to play? There's a Pokemon Center over here, by the way. For the same reason of you get sent back to the last Pokemon Center you were at, if you aren't careful. Can we just do this? I think there's like, Team Rocket members. I don't want to bother fighting them yet. I think what you can do, make all these guys like despawn, respawn, walk out the route, and walk back in. Okay, I think I'm just gonna skip to the part where Krabby appears. Ooh, and there is one walking around. Ended up using a lure just because it was taking forever. Now these guys will do their little crab walk, and I'm assuming it's gonna do the crab walk while it's trying to get caught. Yep. What? Come on. Gotta stay hydrated. Hey, it was a first capture, yes. There is a bonus for getting your for catching the Pokemon on the first throw. Catching on the first catch. Oh boy. Good job, Vasco. You make perfect sense. Raticate wants to learn Crunch. It is a dark type move. I'll teach it to it anyways. As you can see, these wild Raticate actually already have Super Fang. Super useful move, so if you do want to use that, really gonna help you throughout the game. And here's Krabby. Its pincers are superb weapons. They sometimes break off during web, but they grow back fast. That's scary. Can you imagine your pincers breaking off and then it's like bloop, I just grow new ones. Nope. Lure's effect wore off. Whoa. Okay, I just had to use one lure. Alright, here's the Team Rocket member. What you got? Wah, hey! You're that kid that's been getting in our way all the time. Oh boy. What? I didn't see the guy back there. It's because of you the Team Rocket's reputation was totally smashed. We'll never be able to face the boss at this rate. Which means we'll have to take our revenge. Okay. These guys are about to like gang up on me and beat me up. Hold it. Ooh, hello there. Hello. It's a Lapras. Great Pokemon. Ganging up on a child, I absolutely can't forgive that. Who are you, lady? We'll gang up and take you on too. Oh my gosh. What the heck, losers? I'll handle these three. She's gonna take on 3. Could you take that other one for me? Yeah, the one who was hiding. What if I say I don't know? There's no use backing down now. Here we go. He's like, hey kid, I'm about to pummel you. You ready? 1v1 me, final destination. Falco only, no items. He's got Eradicate. Not much worried about the Raticate, except we do know they have that move that will cut our HP in half. But there's a Pokemon Center right there. So I am really not worried about this guy at all whatsoever. Let's just go for a Moonblast. Cause guess what? One hit KO! Okay. I'm starting to enjoy Billy's power a bit too much. But it does kind of help get through all these battles quickly. Otherwise, like, we'd spend a whole bunch of time fighting these people over and over. Jeez, kid, just how strong are you? I just beat one guy. What about this lady? She beat all 3 of you, even 3 of us rushing you wasn't enough. Those incredibly powerful Ice-type Pokemon. Who are you? I am Lorelei, of the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Shall I freeze you all solid too? Elite Four, we surrender! Runs away. Noobs. Ah, you're a pretty talented trainer. It was plain to see you during battle. I see, you're collecting gym badges. And Eevee's like, yes we are. I look forward to when you come challenge the Pokemon League. Yeah, I look forward to challenging you too. You're nice. Thanks, lady. I appreciate the help. I didn't want to have to fight all these guys you can fight. Before we do the Pokemon Center, I do want to fight the coach trainer. Just because it's nice to fight the coach trainers. They're a bit of a challenge. And hopefully it's not gonna reset us all the way back to Vermilion City, which is the last Pokemon Center I used. Rock Tunnel is a tough place. Why don't you train here before you go? I'll train you every step of the way if you want. That seems nice. Okay, kiddo, I'll give you a workout. She said the same line as that other lady who was like looking for dates by Bill's house. Hi, Tasha. Tasha got 2 Pokemon. Ooh, she has a Poliwhirl. And this is... He got them Mario gloves, but he's still a water type. His evolution, though, is not a water type. It is a water fighting type. However, since these guys are water types, I can just use Thunderbolt on them. Look at that. Ah. So satisfying. I gotta use headbutt. It's not a headbutt, but just a face slap. What else you got, lady? She has a Primate. Alright, let's switch out to... Oh. When did our team get healed? Is this Lorelei's doing? I bet it is. I bet she healed our team after that battle with Team Rocket. Oh, that was kind. I'm still gonna use the Pokemon Center though. Primate is a fighting type Pokemon. It evolves from Mankey. And if you have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, you will have this Pokemon. You have access to it anyways. I don't. There's no way for me to get a Primate unless somebody is willing to trade. And it's weak against Psychic type moves, just as we saw. I believe Psywave is actually weaker than Confusion. Brick Break will make... oh, that's a really good physical attack. Brick Break is a really good physical... Is this what she gives us? It has 75 base damage. It is a fighting type move. And it will destroy barriers, which is actually... what Mr. Mime tends to do. Mr. Mime will put up... it has a move called Barrier. It basically like increases the team's attack or defense or special defense. And Brick Break will destroy those. Which is pretty useful. However, we're Psychic. Sorry, you're fighting. You got the advantage. Way to go, youngster. Aw, thank you. You ain't too bad yourself. You don't look that old either. Turns out, you taught me a thing or two. Here, take this for the lesson. Yep, she's gonna give us Brick Break. Oh my gosh, this is a really good move. Especially if you're doing online battles, really good move. One of the best fighting type moves, and a lot of Pokemon can learn it. I'm probably not gonna teach it to anyone on my team right now. Yeah, all these guys are like... Jordan would be useful to learn it, but he can't. Alright, let's stop by the Pokemon Center real quick. See what's going on up in here. I heard that some kind of ghost has been appearing in Lavender Town. Everyone's talking about it. Okay. I sold a nugget that I had no use for, and I got 5,000 Pokédollars for it. That's good to know, Nuggets. Hey, look, it's your friend. Hi, lady. I'm an ace trainer. You'll find that ace trainers like me are a lot tougher to beat than your ordinary trainers. Be ready for a real challenge if you let one of us spot you. And the reason she's saying that is because you can see a lot of these guys in the dark cave, and they are indeed a challenge. Types of Pokemon match up differently with each other. Based on its types, your Pokemon may be strong against one opponent and weak against another. A very basic tutorial talk. Alright, Pokemon Center, rest our Pokemon. Just in case we get knocked out, we will come back to this Pokemon Center and not all the way back to Vermilion City. One more thing I'll do is I'll actually take out Arcanine and Raticate. And this is something that I do not enjoy about this game, is that you cannot take them out from the party option. So I cannot go here and there's no take out a box. That's not an option. Oh wait. Take out a Pokeballs Plus. Y is to open it, but if you're using the Pokeball, there is no Y option. So you literally have to go back into the box and you have to scroll all the way down to where they are, and then you have to remove from party that way. It's a very long process, something that I think they could have done a bit better in this game. Usually with the boxes it's easier, you just do move and then you just put them wherever you want them. With this, but then again it's easy to take them back out of the box, so who am I to complain? But for somebody who wants to be using a specific team and you have to catch a lot of Pokemon, it's a bit of a pain. But whatever, not that much of an issue. And here we are in the Dark Cave. It's pitch black in here. Do you want to use the secret technique Light Up? So this is where you would have wanted to use that move, and this is the only location in the game where this move is useful. That way you can see everything in the Dark Cave. Now this cave is... oh, Rock Tunnel. There are Zubat, there are Golbat, there are Cubone. I'm gonna talk about these guys. First of all, you have Zubat and Geodude, a 20% chance of appearing. You also have Golbat, which are the evolved version of Zubat, along with Graveler and Onix. Graveler is the evolved version of Geodude. They all have a 10% spawn chance. Come on. Cubone has a 9%, so I'm glad that we can see one at the very entrance. Cubone is my second favorite Pokemon from this region. So it's nice. Farfetch'd being my top one, and then Cubone being my second one. I actually have a Cubone plush. It's one of those things that I spent a lot of money on, but it's a really nice plush. It's a gift for myself. It attacks in a stealthy manner without warning. Its sharp fangs are used to bite and suck blood. And this is why Team Rocket's using these guys. And here's Cubone. It's perhaps one of the saddest stories in Pokemon, is that the skull that this Cubone is wearing is actually the skull of its dead mother. And I was not throwing that this way. Okay. Cubone. Cubone. Come on. No! Joy-Con, work with me! Oh my gosh, okay. Thank you. It's like you gotta make sure you're swinging the Joy-Con far enough, otherwise it doesn't register. And we have captured ourselves a Cubone. It's got one of her really sad stories, but I just like the design of the Pokemon more than its story. I love the design. It just looks adorable to me. It's fun to draw. Look at it, it's adorable! It's like a little chubby. Where's the skull of its deceased mother? It cries echoes inside the skull and come out as a sad melody. Very sad Pokemon that I want to give love to. And I would have loved that this guy was another one of the possible starters, but it's not. And here we have Graveler. This is what Geodude evolves into at level 24, I believe. And then they do have one more evolution. But to evolve this guy, you're gonna have to trade him with a friend, which I might do once I'm done with this series. We might do like a help me complete the Pokédex live stream or something like that. Alright, Graveler. And then also, if you do have the Alolan Geodude, you can evolve it into the Alolan Graveler, which is wasting my Pokeballs right now. Whoops. I say that as I'm the one throwing it wrong. But, oh my gosh, I'm not going sideways. Okay. Alright. It's making me have a run for my money. Jeez, so many Great Balls I just wasted. But we have captured the Graveler as well. There are 3 other Pokemon we have yet to see in this area. Hopefully we'll run into them as we're going through the cave. One of them is extremely rare, the other 2 are 10%. Let's see what Graveler got. Often seen rolling down mountain trails, obstacles are just things to roll straight over, not avoid. There, go-getters, that's what these guys are. Alright, there's another one. 10% chance of spawning, and it's a Machop. It's the fighting type Pokemon we've seen earlier. It's the one that's helping level that guy's property in Vermilion City. Also, lots of baby fat. I did a jumping jack on me! Machop! No! Come on. I don't like how they do their, like, deflect animation as soon as you're getting close to the small circle. It's like hard enough to time it right. To toss it when the circle is small. It doesn't help that they're starting to like show some sass. Now to get the nice riding, it doesn't always happen depending on how big the circle is. It's about getting inside of the circle when it's small. So see, circle is small, but I got it like on the outside of the circle, so that's why I'm not getting excellent. Because of last time it was excellent because it was on the inside. So you gotta have pretty good aim. Not so fun with the Joy-Con. Pokeball, amazing. Oh yes, we have Cubone on our team. I know I'm not gonna use this Cubone to fight, but I think I wanna take it out. Very powerful in spite of its small size. Its mastery of many types of martial arts makes it very tough. Good to know. Alright, let's take Cubone out. Let's give Cubone a nice walk, even though it's not gonna stay on our team. I'm gonna take Cubone out of the Pokeball and give it some love because it's a sad story. That leaves us with two other Pokemon in this area that we have not yet seen. One is a Rhydon with a 10% chance of appearing, and the last one has only 1% spawn rate. You know, so see Geodude. Alright. Zubat, don't pick a fight with us. This guy is an unavoidable fight. Pokemon fight. Ready? Go. Okay. I like how you're going to the point. There's no dilly-dally with this dude. He's like, we're fighting right now. My name's Ashton. I dress like a Slowpoke. Because Slowpoke are the best. Slowpoke! Slowpoke! There's even a Slowpoke song. I didn't realize Pokemon made a Slowpoke song. It's on their channel. It's like Slowpoke in a reggae style. Okay, I'm not gonna sing. But it's an interesting song. It's like, why? Who made this? But okay. I'll take it. We have defeated the Slowpoke. Game over. Look at the face. The face of defeat. Alright, now I do not recall how big of a maze this cave is. There's Onyx, 10% chance. Ratatata, ratatata, and the floors don't matter. The spawn rate is the same for every Pokemon. 10% still. I think I'm gonna drop a lure just because I do wanna show off these other two rare Pokemon. I have been spending a lot of money on lures, but whatever. It's for a good cause. It's to show off all the rare Pokemon in the region. Now this is a nice area where you can get a lot of them to show up, but are they gonna? See, another cool way to do this, if you don't want to waste your lures, is to actually go up and down the stairs and it will just reset the room. I actually used that when I was chaining for Billy. Cubone found something? Hi? What'd you find, buddy? What is it? Cubone is kneading the sand with its feet. Aw. Aw. So it really depends on the area where you catch the Pokemon. Some Pokemon will like tunnels, some Pokemon will prefer flowers, some Pokemon will prefer water. Let's give this one more shot and see if anything rare pops up. If not, we'll just keep going and hope that something does show up. Kangaskhan I do want to capture because it is one of those Pokemon that does not have an evolutionary line. So we can have it on our team. Lure. Alright, we're gonna just have to keep going. What did we encounter? I guess it's so big we just kinda instantly run into it. Is that what happened? Go back. Lame. Alright, unskippable. Slowpoke trainer. Is he gonna have a Slowpoke though? That's the real question. It's funny, I remember these guys being dressed in the, I think it was like a Dragonite or like a yellow, it was like a green, it's a substitute Pokemon. Oh, he's got a Kangaskhan. This is what we're looking for in the wild. This Pokemon is very, very strong. However, its Mega Evolution used to be Uber because it would basically, no, Fake Out! Fake Out makes you flinch. It lets it attack twice. That was like its special ability. However, since they removed abilities, its Mega Evolution isn't that overpowered anymore. Which means people are not going to complain about it, but it also doesn't make it as useful. But it's a dark type move, so it's not going to do much. As you can see, it's a good Pokemon. I mean, this thing's surviving a Moonblast from a Clefairy. Mega Punch. Okay, fighting type. They are normal, so their only weakness their only weakness is fighting types. Which would be nice. We can actually teach it Brick Break, so that would be really cool to add to our team. So I'm hoping one would spawn in. High hopes. I have high hopes. But will they be crushed? I do not know. A revive. which I think we've established is basically trainer dandruff at this point. Machop. This guy's gonna do the clockwise turn. Easy to avoid. Then again, maybe you just want to fight all these trainers. I do not intend to fight all of them. It's because you can see Billy's high enough level without lure. Let's keep using them, even though it's not really showing much. Gravelers. You gotta be like in a nice open area. The one by the ladder is probably the best spot to be in. Because see, this is limited. There's probably like 2 or 3 Pokemon that can spawn in this area, and that's it. More Cubone. Eevee's shaking its tail. 3 great balls. Not bad. Pretty great, if you ask me. Let's avoid this dude. There's a ladder. I think this dude's avoidable as well. Yeah, there's no item up in here. Alright. Still no Rhyhorn, still no Kangaskhan. Very powerful Pokemon. I would love for one of them to spawn in. Oh, there's a Rhyhorn. Let's keep the lures off for now. Alright, so Rhyhorn is a Pokemon I believe you can ride on. It's even in the name. They do evolve into Rhyhorn. They are, I believe, ground and rock type. Pokédex will tell us exactly what type they are. I believe this was like the original like ride Pokemon in, I think 5th gen? Kalos region? Was that? No, that was 6th gen. Your mom was like a famous Rhyhorn rider or something like that. It's a pretty cool idea. Pokemon with a one-track mind. Once it charges, it won't stop running until it falls asleep. Yay. That does not sound fun. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's see if Rhyhorn is indeed a ride Pokemon. I mean Rhyhorn. My bad. It evolves into a Rhyhorn. And also showing off the feature that you can actually change this way. So I don't want this Golbat on my team. Golbat goes away. Nice and simple. Then Blop Party. I could be using the button shortcuts. However, I'm used to playing with the Pokeball, so I keep forgetting. The Pokeball is kind of limited. It's nice for throwing, but very limited in terms of, yep. We can ride on this guy. Let's avoid this fight. This would be a good place to get a Kangaskhan to show up. Am I right? I might come back. This might be a I'm coming back later to look for a Kangaskhan type of thing. I don't know if chaining actually makes a 1% Pokemon appear more. This guy's unskippable. Okay, let's fight him. He has said, I will fight everybody. Outsiders like you need to show me some respect. I'm not a skippable trainer. How dare you assume I'm skippable? I'm gonna fight you because you think I can be skipped, Klaus. Go back to Xenoblade, mister. I'm gonna go for Machop. No, I believe fairy type attacks are super effective against fighting types. I actually don't know my fairy type matchups that well. I know Steel and Poison does a lot of damage to fairies. I know Dark and Fighting are weak against fairy. What is fairy? Yeah, fairy's definitely strong against fighting type. Okay, that's good to know. Considering one of the Elite Four uses fighting types. What else you got, Klaus? Yeah, Rhyhorn. Meh, we'll keep fighting. I believe Rhyhorn is also pretty bulky in the physical department. Not sure how bulky they are in the special department, but we'll find out in a second. With our Moonblast. Let's see. Yeah, not very bulky in the special department. Learning by trial and error with Vasco. Yeah. I give. Okay. How about you show me some respect? You only give me Pokeballs. You go pick a fight with me and you only give me a Pokeball. Is that... I don't like the way you work, mate. I don't like the way you work. Whoa. Okay, whoa. If it wants to be caught, I'll catch it. Why not? It spawned right into our face. It's like, hey, I'm a Rhyhorn. I mean, Rhyhorn. Learn my name, dang it. Okay, you don't want to be caught. I ain't wasting any more great balls on you. Have a nice day. Despawn. Oh my gosh, this running animation. I don't know if it's just my TV or what. Okay, this guy. If you want to get this item, you gotta fight this dude. So let's fight this dude, see what the item is. You have a Pokédex? I want one too. Then go to Professor Oak. He seems to be giving them away. It might help him if he has more than 2 kids working on it as well. Am I right, Cooper? I think he might like you. You seem like you care about Pokemon. Alright, Ivysaur is a grass and poison type. So let's have some fun with Metronome, just because my 2 main attacks are not going to do much damage. Metronome can use any move. What we gonna go? Double kick. That was a lame one. But whatever. Not bad, not bad. Takedown. Takedown is, it will do damage to me, and it will take damage as well. It's called recoil. Weird. It's a weird, like, there's a bunch of physical moves that do a lot of damage, but then the user will take damage as well. Oh, Sing! A move we deleted a long time ago. And here you see the asleep condition. They actually close their eyes. I think that's a very, very nice addition. They'll have the Pokemon close their eyes. They'll have like little snooze bubbles. It's a jolly fun time. Alright, I'm gonna go for a dig. It's because I'm tired of Metronome being super random. Even though I just used it twice. Sleep will last from 2 to 8 turns, I believe. At least that's how it used to be in the previous games. So you can wake up anytime between... Yep, you woke up. Sometimes it will last very long, but... I think it's easiest for it to just get like a 2-turn sleep. Alright, let's go for one last Metronome. Hopefully it's gonna give us something good. Come on. Ice Beam! Nice. Super effective against it because ice types are strong against grass types. And I believe Clefairy can actually learn Ice Beam. I don't know if there's a TM for it. I don't know where to get it. But that'd be a cool TM to know. Especially against one of the other Elite Four members who has a Dragon type and Flying types. But then again, Dragon types are weak against Fairy, so I don't need to bother with Ice type moves. Alright, let's see what item you're hiding. That's the real question. Full heal. And that basically, I think, works like Pewter Crunchies. It'll just heal any status condition. One thing I find with the right Pokemon, especially Rhyhorn and Arcanine that are running very fast, it's much harder to avoid wild battles. Like very, very much harder to avoid wild battles. Because you're kind of just running into them. Alright, so this is one of these stronger trainers. Do you know how you can avoid getting lost in the mountains? You can bend twigs as trail markers. I don't see any twigs in this place though. That'd be cool if they had that. That'd be really nice. Ace Trainer Sofia. Hehe, I've been to a city called Sofia because that's the capital of Bulgaria. I go there plenty of times to the airport back and forth because I travel a lot. I like to go to Bulgaria at least once a year. You know, visit friends, visit family. Kind of remind myself of the language because, let's be honest, when you're in the US, you talk in English. I talk in Bulgarian to my family, but that's about it. So it's nice to be surrounded by a different language, a different culture. It makes you appreciate, like, traveling is something I've noticed for me at least. Traveling makes you appreciate the world a bit more. I've noticed like a lot of people who just get stuck in wherever they are, and then they'll just complain. They'll be like, ugh, everything sucks. The weather sucks. The job sucks. The market sucks. Everything is bad. Blah 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 blah. But when you travel, you kind of see that it's different everywhere. Like people have different struggles, and well, like the job at one place is annoying. Somebody might be very happy to have that job at a different place, or like the money you're making here might be plenty of money for somewhere else. And like you see other people's struggles, you hear their stories. It's also nice to try different food. Like it's nice to just be kind of thrown in a different place and experience everything and like refresh your mind. And I like it. I like traveling. If you don't travel, I suggest you travel. At least go like a nearby city, like wherever you are, like country, state, whatever. Just visit like a nearby big city. I bet there's plenty of nearby big cities that you can go to and just explore. Like it's close to you. There's probably something to see, a museum, or I mean, heck, the museum in this game was interesting. It was a museum in a video game. Okay, thank you for turning. These guys were much harder in my main game. Clefairy does make a big difference as to how easy they are to beat. Ratata. What I got here? Super Potion. Super Potions are pretty useful, I think. Way more useful than regular. Oh, Okay, I was not expecting you to turn this way. Do you know about Pokemon cosplay? Whoa, okay. I don't know if I should answer this question. You mean Pokemon cosplaying as people, or people cosplaying as Pokemon, or like people in our world cosplaying as Pokemon trainers? Because there's a whole bunch of different ways you can take this. Also, this guy does not seem like the type that would be interested in cosplayers, but then again, he's buff. He'd be one of those people who like cosplays like a buff Magikarp or a buff Dugtrio or Diglett. Don't Google those, by the way, unless, yeah, just don't. It's one of those images you randomly run into, like on Instagram, and it's like, I regret seeing this, but at the same time, it's funny that somebody went out of their way to do it. They basically have a bunch of buff guys and then they dress up as like a weak Pokemon. It's like Diglett, you can't see what's underneath. So they're pretending like underneath the Diglett is like this giant buff man body. It's hilarious and disturbing at the same time. Ah, well that's that. I wonder what you have to say about cosplay, because you seem very interested in that, my dude. Cosplay is creating a costume, like a Clefairy costume, dressing up for fun. FYI, I'm cosplaying as a black belt. Clefairy, more talks of Clefairy. This game is full of them. Oh yeah, you can just randomly talk to your ride. Okay, and I don't think we found a Kangaskhan. I might go back and catch one, and I'll probably like... Okay, we still got room. Hello, dude. What you doing? Huh, I see you have plenty of Pokeballs. If you ever run low, come talk to me, okay? I believe he ends up giving you like 10. Oh my gosh, that was such a close call. Such a close call. I really don't want to fight all these guys. Nope. Cubone! That's not a Cubone, that's a Machop. No, thank you, get away. Get away, I don't want this kid to see me. No! I don't want this kid to see me! Stop! Go left, go, quickly, quickly! I wanna cry, it's a huge Onyx, I don't care. I want a Kangaskhan. Isn't that right, Rhyhorn? Looks like it feels right at home here. Yep, this is your home. Alright, more Rhyhorn. Stardust. Oh, Stardust is... You can sell that for a lot of money. I think it's like 10,000? Oh, we have 2 of them. It says low price, never mind. Star Piece you can sell for a lot of money. That's the one. Unskippable! Time to pick a fight with her. I came this far looking for wild Pokemon. Alright, milady. Let's see what you got. You're challenged by Picnicker Dana. She sent out a Meowth. Alright, Billy, let's kick this Meowth's butt. Are you ready? Oh gosh, Billy is running low on HP. I'm gonna go for a feint. It's a dark type move. It had like a special condition to it. I forget what it was though. I think it had something to do with barriers again. Doesn't matter. It's dead. Alright, who else you got? Vulpix. Nope, not gonna switch out. I should start switching out though, because all the other team members aren't getting as much experience. Now even though they do get experience from these fights, the Pokemon that's in the battle itself gets the most experience. So I might benefit from switching them around. However, I'm not sure how many of them I'll keep on my team. I know I want a Kangaskhan for now, but I don't know if any of these other guys that I've caught so far will stay on my team. Just be like Onyx is... It's not my favorite to use, I'm gonna be honest. It's a cool Pokemon, but it doesn't do that much damage. Nice physical wall, but not a lot of damage. And besides, I can just kinda buff up any Pokemon, so why not use something I'm more interested in. But for now, I'll keep them in the team. They're not horrible Pokemon, that's for... Oh, okay, Graveler. They're just not the best for fighting. I think that's where I was going with that. Rock Tunnel, collecting Cerulean City and Lavender Town. Okay. He just like jumped out of the ground like, yeah! If this was 3D, we would have been launched high in the air. Alright, Avi, we see it. It's a Pearl. But where's the Diamond version? Diamond and Pearl remakes, when? When, Pokemon? Alright, let's get out of this cave. I'll come back later. Probably showing off the Kangaskhan, because I do want to catch one. And here we are at Route 10 again. It's just literally the lower end of Route 10. And I'm gonna get off of Rhyhorn. It's fun and all, but no master. Alright, let's get Mr. Mime out. It's the episode where we take everyone out of their Pokeball, isn't it? Mr. Mime, how would you like to be followed around by this dude? These guys are all so skippable. Look at them. Look at how skippable they are. Except for when I wanna. This guy had an item with him. And now they're not skippable because I want to go back to the cave. And here we are in Lavender Town. And there's a little Cubone running up the Lavender Town tower. And Fire is following that Cubone. Iconic music too. Iconic video game music right here. Well, let's see how we're doing on time. Oh boy. 50 minutes. Yeah, let's show you that Kangaskhan clip right now. Took a couple going up and down the stairs, but here's a Kangaskhan, and this one's actually surrounded by red, so it's like a huge one. Look at that. Huge Kangaskhan. I've been using Pokeballs because I've been chaining Cubone, but I'm actually going to switch to an Ultra Ball because I assume this Pokemon is ultra hard to capture. And oh my gosh, the circle for it is so big. Let's see, is it going to work on the first try? No. I wish it worked on the first try. Alright, let's give it a second. No! No! Kangaskhan! Oh great. Now this thing's gonna give me... No! Throw the way I'm throwing you! Middle. Oh my gosh, that was... What? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me! Okay, I officially hate throwing with the Joy-Con. Oh wow, that worked nicely. That worked nicely. I wish it would have worked with the Ultra Ball, because I probably would have caught this Pokemon. I really hope we don't miss catching it. Oh my gosh, this better not run away. I keep getting excellence. Please. 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 No! So close. I'm afraid to use a berry, because every time I use a berry, maybe great's better than excellent? Is it gonna? It didn't. It was a double shake. I feel like it's gonna run soon. Come on. Come on. It's one of those scary catches. Come on. Yes! Yes, and we have caught ourselves a Kangaskhan. Absolutely amazing. And this Kangaskhan will be added to our team, so you get to see Kangaskhan in battle in the next episode. We are going to teach Slam. Now let's just forget Rage. Nice move, but I don't use it that much. Not that Slam's any better. Actually, Rage's better than Slam, so I don't know why I just did that, but whatever. And here's our Kangaskhan that we have captured, and this will be part of our team. Raises its young in its belly pouch. Won't run from any fight to keep its young protected. Now, this baby looks like it's going to turn into a Cubone, so it's suspected that a Kangaskhan dies, and this baby basically lives around its mom's dead skull and then wears it on its head and then becomes a Cubone, and it's really sad. But that's why Cubone's like the best Pokemon ever, and you should totally like Cubone. This is also a good opportunity to show off the escape rope, which I hope will take me to the right side, but I believe it's gonna take me to the last Pokemon Center. No, it took me out to Route 10. Perfect. And on Route 10 we have this hiker because I missed this item. We hikers are naturals at climbing mountains. We'll get this item and then we'll call it quits right here. Ta-ta-da! Wish I got Clark. 2 Pokemon. You got a Geodude. Basically, escape rope will shoot you out to the nearest exit that you have taken, so if I hadn't come out of this side, it would have taken me back to before I entered the cave. Geodude got a very weak physical, very high physical, not so high special defense. So not too worried about these guys. Pretty easy fight to win. At this point, we're like, oh, we're OP. Billy's getting close to them high levels again. I'll show off Kangaskhan in the next episode. I'm not gonna get into talking about Kangaskhan yet. we will show her off in the next episode, and it is a her because Kangaskhan is gender locked to female only. It's a pretty cool thing they added. Makes you wonder though, what Pokemon does it breed with to make the little baby, or does it just randomly produce the little baby by itself? Don't think about that too hard. Just forget I said that. Let's see what item this guy was protecting. 3 Great Balls. Okay, I'll take it. Not enough to recoup the 5 Ultra Balls I lost because the Joy-Con sucks at throwing. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And next time we will explore Lavender Town and perhaps the city afterwards, and you will see why in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.